What is up, all you good people of YouTube? It's your toddler here, the raging toddler here, and today I have some Halo gameplay for you guys, some Halo 4, and man, I love some Halo 4, and I recorded this using Theater. The Theater mode in Halo 4 does not disappoint. It's always on point, it's always recording my gameplay, and it always looks just as crisp. I do press some Theater mode options here because I never used it before ever, so, you know, just doing that. But anyways, I'm giving you guys some Halo 4 gameplay commentary, and as always, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay, even though I'm not playing Call of Duty, but instead, I'm going to talk about the Razer gaming controller. And the Razer gaming controller is a controller made by Razer, and it's an awesome Xbox 360 only controller that is pretty sick if awesome doesn't say enough for itself. It's an awesome controller with a really well designed. I'm looking at the controller right now, and it has a Razer logo on the bottom right side of the controller. It's a standard Xbox 360 controller that's been heavily modified, and actually the geometry of the controller isn't really the style of Xbox, so I actually take that back. It's a whole new, brand new Xbox type controller. It has very sharp edges that aren't damaging to your fingers at all. It's just for style, it's just for taste, it's just for design, and the overall design and feel of the controller is very smooth. And now I'm going to talk about some of the features that the controller has. And some of the features that the controller has are hypersensitive buttons. It has some amazing sensitivity, angle sensitivity modifying analog sticks, which can be used by using the LODE screen on the device. If you guys want to see more examples on how the controller looks like, I'm gonna leave a video link down below, and it was my unboxing of the Razer gaming controller. Now, in this review, I'm not necessarily gonna talk about all the awesome features as I have in the last minute or so, but I'm actually gonna go more in depth and tell you guys my personal experience from the Razer gaming controller and give you guys my solid review. Now, overall, the design, I'm going to have to give a 10 out of 10. I love the design of the controller, I love the way the controller feels, and I love the way the controller grips on your hand, and ultimately, I love the satisfaction that you get when you're killing dudes in a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter or any type of shooter, or racing games, blah, etc. Now, I'm going to talk about the hypersensitive buttons, and the hypersensitive buttons doesn't seem like a big deal at first, but when you're playing games that involve around quick, big reaction times, this could be a vital tool unless you want to use the adjustable buttons and the adjustable triggers on the back of the controller. Now, if you guys are into scuff, if you guys know what a scuff is and don't know what a Razer gaming controller is, you could think of the Razer gaming controller as a scuff. It has these paddle-like structures in the back that really look like an arc, and they're used for 4 individual button configurations, and then you have a couple of more additional buttons next to the bumpers, which are for 2 more additional button configurations. And as I said before, if you guys want to see more on the controller, I'm going to leave 2 links down below. Now, overall, since I've been using the controller, I've gained immensely on my first-person shooting and my third-person shooting. And overall, the controller has given me a better grasp and has given me higher accuracy that's pretty much prevalent in this gameplay. This was one of the first times me playing Halo with the new controller, and my accuracy is precise and snaps. It snaps onto target, and it creates a very fluent-like structure that it really feels like you're in control of what's going on screen. Now, that's not to say that I haven't played Halo. Like, I have been playing Halo for a very long time, so I have that snappy-like feeling naturally. I don't need a modified controller, but having this modified controller only excels your abilities when it comes to snapping onto target and when it comes to taking down targets as fast as possible. Now, I'm going to talk about a little bit more in detail on the analog sticks. Now, the analog sticks for the controller aren't like any other analog sticks. They aren't standard analog sticks, and they do come with analog stick covers. If you guys want to see more detail into that, I'll leave the links down below. Now, the covers that it comes with are, I think they're green. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. They're green. I'm thinking of being more specific with the green, but they're slime green, and what they do is they create a grippier feel for the analogs, and I know that isn't a word, grippier, but they create a more grip feeling with the analogs. Now, one thing to note is that the D-pad is really well done. It's way better than the standard disc that the Xbox 360 controller has. And look at this smart play. I see this guy has what's it called, overshield, so I just play him, do ring around the rosy with him, and just outplay the guy. So anyways, as I was saying, I did get it off topic there, but I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background regardless. as I was saying, the controller has a very good analogs. You can customize the sensitivity of the analogs using the LODE screen, and you can customize the way you want the analog stick to move in whatever way you want it to. So say for example you want a 4 sensitivity in game and you want a 1 sensitivity with the controller. That's like saying a 5.5 sensitivity in game that's really isn't available for you guys. Now overall, I'm going to have to give the features and the customizable buttons and all this and that and the other a 10 out of 10. And now the last thing I'm going to talk about is the overall comfortability and the overall likeness and the overall how it feels and how does it play. And the Razer Gaming just steals the show. It really is a phenomenal controller. It really does feel good, it plays good, and it does everything you want it to do perfectly. It comes with hypersensitive triggers, customizable analog sticks that customizable by sensitivity, and it comes with a really unique plus style D-pad, and it comes with a whole bunch of additional buttons that are really good and really suffice for your FPS or TPS, if that's even a thing, I guess, third person shooter. Yeah, TPS needs, yeah, that's a thing now. So yeah, this versus a SCUF gaming controller, Razer Gaming versus a SCUF, I would say this. Why? Because my SCUF gaming controllers, from personal experience, my paddles broke because of the way that I click them. I click them with a certain angle. And with this, it gives you more flexibility. You can click those paddles at the end, or those arc-like structures. You can click them in any way you want. And in any way you want, it will not break. It's completely customizable. You can take them off and replace them with cover slips. But I would overall get this controller just for the satisfaction that you know that nothing's going to break and you know that you're getting a really good material. So the big question is, should you buy the controller? You should buy the controller if you are going to be playing with your Xbox 360 for a long time. But if you're going to get the Xbox One in about a couple, I think 67 days, do not buy this controller. If you're going to get the Xbox One, it's a complete waste of your money. But if you aren't going to get the Xbox One, and if you're going to stay with your Xbox 360, long after the next generation consoles, I would highly recommend that you get this. It's a very good, solid controller, probably the best out there. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did not like the video, please tell me why in the comment section below. And this has been a more informational video, and I normally don't do this, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.